when it comes to taking care of yourself, taking care of your mental health and just your health in general. For me, I like relaxation. I like being in a, like even just at home and knowing that I'm just relaxed, like my peace of mind is intact. I am watching something. It might not even have to be anything interesting, but I am comfortable in my space. I like spaces. I like being in a space where I'm comfortable, where I don't have to, I'm not arguing with anybody. I'm not validating myself. I'm not trying to be somebody else. I'm not trying to pretend. I'm just me. And that is, for me, that's what gives me my peace of mind. That's what keeps me going.
One of the ways you can take care of your mental health is through reflection. A lot of people go by weeks, days, haven't even had a moment to themselves, haven't had a moment to actually sit down and think about what's going on in their lives. And that's a problem, because one day you'll just wake up and it's too much. Everything is happening at the same time. You don't know what to do first. And that's an overwhelming experience. So I'd definitely say that having that alone time, spending time by yourself, getting to know yourself, knowing what's good for you, what's not good for you, staying away from what's bad for you, just really being self-aware is one of the best ways to ensure that you're in control of your mental health and you're not neglecting it in any way.
I guess self-care can be whatever it is that you want. Me personally, I live a fairly fast life because my job demands a lot of things. I need to be awake, answer emails from wherever and talk to a lot of people and go out a lot. So my version of self-care is to give myself to do the exact opposite of what everybody else wants to do, and that's nothing. Literally nothing. Turn off your phone, turn off your laptop, turn off everything. Whatever series you've missed, binge watch those ones. Whatever sleep you've missed out on, catch up on that.
You can find a support group or a group of people who are going through the same thing as you and encourage each other. Meet regularly and discuss everyday experiences so that you can feel much, much better about not being alone in your affliction.
To accept depression, you have to also accept the thing that comes with it. You need to know when you're down, when you're up, when you're going through a feeling. And to help people out there, especially youth, I need to tell you about this. You're not the only ones thinking about committing suicide. You're not the only one thinking about giving up. No, we are many of us. Me, at my age, I go through that thing every single morning. But I'm proud to say that I fight with it. Yes, I fight is a battle that I go through every single morning. But I'm fighting it so that I can save you and you and you out there, because we need to fight this.
I also feel like you should treat yourself, right? We've got this running joke in our household called Treat Yourself Tuesday, right? So every Tuesday, you do something cute for yourself, whether it's to go get a manicure, go get a pedicure, get a massage, go try out a new hairstyle, buy a pair of shoes, do something just for you. I mean, the money you've worked for, yes, it might help a lot of people and whatever, but it's yours. A little bit of that should go towards your joy. A lot of people talk about exercise and physical activity because it's all mind, body, soul. And I agree, 100% it's mind, body, and soul. But I'm not a big gym person. That pressure is a lot, So yoga has been great for me because it's something you can do at home, something you can do by yourself or with a group. There's classes available, around the city as well. And it's a slow-moving exercise that forces you to really connect and check in with yourself every morning. So my advice is to, even if you don't do yoga, sit silently every morning for just 10 minutes. Don't think of anything, don't do much. For the 5 of those 10 minutes, just clear your head and relax. And for the other 5 minutes, set your intention for the day. So don't get overrun by the many things that'll come all of a sudden in that day. You had an intention. So long as your purpose is clear for that day, you should be okay to get through that day. And if you make that a practice, you'll realize that you're actually more aware of yourself. And once you're more aware of yourself is the time that you can actually take care of yourself.
Everybody needs to find that space. Like if you are surrounded by negative situations or negative people, you need to really just remove yourself from that situation. Like if you see somebody who is going to come and criticize you because you are going through your own thing and you didn't show up for something and they know they're coming after you, just be like, girl, bye. Like, I'm not even trying to listen to you right now. Don't let anybody take your peace of mind away from you, because that is the only thing you have when you're fighting these mental illnesses. I feel like your peace of mind is so, it's like a lifeline for you. Don't let anybody take that away from you.
Another thing I would say would really, really help is not isolating yourself. It's very easy to isolate yourself because you almost feel as though, you know, I don't want to be a burden on anyone else. I don't feel like going out. I want to just stay home. I just don't want to do anything. But you actually find that sometimes you have to force yourself to get up. Call that friend, ask her or him to go to lunch. Try and do things that they might be small, but that make you happy, that make you get out of bed, that make you realize why life is worth living. Because if you isolate yourself, you'll forget the beauty that is life. You know, you will just be stuck in that house, in that room, and all those thoughts and all those things that are disturbing you during that time in your life will just flood in, and you'll just, honestly, you could have a breakdown. So I definitely think, don't isolate yourself. Take it a day at a time, do it slowly, but just try to get out. Try and get out and do things that make you happy.
So if you're into swimming, if you're into jogging, if you're into painting, if you're into reading books, you might want to get involved that and be very intentional about scheduling time to see those activities through, because they do help you maintain your mental health in the long run.
For me, exercise. I try to exercise as often as I can because I find it's a way to just remove the stress of the day or the week. Because we go through a lot. You know, your boss is shouting at you, deadlines, and then you have, you know, a lot of good things going on. So, yeah, exercise and find a quiet space where you can just be you and no judgments. And I think it's a start. I mean, yeah.
Give yourself small goals, small tasks that you wish to complete, and just take it a day at a time. Don't beat yourself up. Or feel like, what's wrong with me? Why couldn't I do this? Why couldn't I do that? It's hard. It's a process, so just learn through the process. Be patient with yourself and take every day.
A lot of people find that religion is a very helpful way of dealing with the everyday stress of life. So if you're a person of faith, you may want to look deep into your spiritual book or your spiritual teachings and find comfort in God.